Hey YouTubers, I'm Lily and today I gotta talk to you about this bullshit document that I got in the post. Oh, by the way, we have a new intro! Thanks so much, Danny Bockoff, for making my new intro. I really appreciate it. You're awesome. Thanks so much. So let's get down to this, shall we? So yeah, mothers and fathers matter, and all these different organizations have been putting unsolicited documents into my posts. So I just thought I'd do a video on why these are bullshit. So let's start off with the mothers and fathers 7 great reasons to keep marriage as is. Oh, would you look at the state of this? Many people are rightly suspicious when politicians claim that something is simple. Enda Kenny's government will ask you to support a radical change to the Constitution. He and others claim it's a simple change. It's because it fucking is. They're changing one sentence in the Constitution. Shut the fuck up. Right, reason 1. Marriage deserves special care. Of course it does. But it also deserves to be equal. The reason marriage is guarded with special care is because it's the most fundamental of all human institutions. It predates the church and the state. It has existed throughout history and virtually all human societies. It is the natural environment for raising children, giving them the best chance of stability and support. Absolutely. But what's that to do with gender? Nothing. Reason 2. Difference, not discrimination. We're being asked to support the radical idea that there is no difference or distinction between the marriage of a man and a woman and the marriage of 2 men or 2 women. If you agree, same-sex marriage will be recognized as a natural, primary, fundamental unit group of society. That's not a bad thing, that's a good thing. What you guys are basically saying is that because you want LGBT people to be different, but that's not discrimination. That was the exact same thing with the whole Rosa Parks idea. Like, she can sit at the back of the bus. That's not different because she's still on the bus. No, it's different, okay? And that's discrimination. Jesus, this document is so offensive. A child's identity is important. Well, yes, absolutely. A yes vote will change our constitution to mean that children do not have a right to a mother and father. Of course they have a right to a mother and a father. But they also have a right to 2 mothers and 2 fathers. That's not up to you to choose that. And I don't know why this is being put to a vote. Oh, it's just ridiculous. Why is marriage in the Constitution? Can someone answer me why the marriage in the Constitution is bullshit? Will make it constitutionally impossible for the law to show any preference for a child. Absolutely not. Children have laws now and protection. Children are very important to this state. This document is lying. That's a lie. And I don't like that. That's not fair. Reason number 4. Civil partnerships already give legal rights. Oh, well, the age-old argument. Sure, you already have civil partnerships. Why do you want any more? Because there's 21 different statutory differences between civil partnership and civil marriage. This document is saying, no, it already gives people their same commitment and virtually all the legal benefits. No, it does not, okay? No, it does not. Reason 5, keep ideology out of schools. If we pass this referendum, pressure will be placed on schools to teach that same-sex relationships are no different from the relationships between a man and a woman. Already in the United Kingdom, primary school textbooks promote same-sex relationships regardless of the wishes of parents. But that's good though, because it's good to teach children that it's okay to be gay. That should be a slogan. It's okay to be gay. Yay. Yeah, no, that's a good thing. I don't know why you think that's bad. Like, and of course, like the amount of things that parents probably don't want their kids to learn in school. What? What if I didn't want my child to learn math? What if I was offended by mathematics? Does that mean my child shouldn't have to learn it? Or, come on you guys. Reason 6, protect conscience, rights and freedoms. Any business connected with marriage or weddings can find itself before the courts if it refuses to provide its goods or services for same-sex marriages. I don't think it would. If someone refused to do my wedding for me, I'd be like, fine, you're losing money here, I'll go do someone else. I won't really take them to court. But if that situation were to arise, in fairness, You are discriminating someone because, you know, you don't want to serve them. Did you understand that? It's the exact same thing if an Asian person wanted to use your wedding service and you were like, no thanks, I don't serve Asians. You understand that? It's the same thing. You know what I mean? It's the same thing, and it's a legitimate reason to kind of take someone to court, you know, discrimination. So you're saying because this bill passes, businesses are going to suffer if they discriminate, even though they don't suffer right now if they discriminate. Of course they fucking do. That doesn't make a difference. Why are you bringing up businesses in this? Reason 7. Every child deserves a mother's love. What about two mothers? Does that mean it's okay for it to have two mothers but not two fathers? Why are you being gender binary with this? I know so many people who only have a dad. This is ridiculous for people who only have a dad. This is also ridiculous for people who only have a mother. Mothers and fathers matter? Your document sucks. This is the next one that they have. Don't deny a child the right to a mother and father. Civil partnerships was already given protect freedom. She will lose the right to have a mother and a father. Again, same bullshit. Your document sucks. Now, this here is actually quite good. This is the government's one from refcom.ie. The marriage referendum and age of presidential candidates referendum. Be informed, be heard, 22nd May. This is the independent guide from the referendum commission, handed out to everyone. And this is actually quite a good document. It states it plainly, clearly, and easy for you guys. It states here, the marriage referendum. This asks you to agree to putting a clause in the Constitution which will allow two people to marry each other regardless of their sex. That is it. That is it. And the second one is the age of presidential candidates referendum. This asks you to agree to reduce the age at which a person may be a candidate for the office of president from 35 to 21. That's it, and all this document is saying is you may vote yes or no to each proposal on the 22nd of May. Easy. Okay, let's talk about the marriage referendum. It's going to change the Constitution to say marriage may be contracted in accordance with law by two persons without distinction as to their sex. I don't hear anything about children, or surrogacy, or businesses related to marriage, or education, or any of the things that was mentioned in that terrible mothers and fathers document. In this referendum you may vote yes or no. Wow, look at that. It's not like we're being pressured into it like mothers and fathers are saying we are. It seems pretty, this effect of this proposal. This is good. This is the effects if this is passed. Okay, let's see what happens here. Two people of the same sex will be able to marry each other just as two people of the opposite sex may marry. The other detailed rules about who may marry will continue to be set out in legislation. For example, rules about the age of parties or about relatives who may not marry each other. See, it's not a gateway to incest like they're saying it is. Or a gateway to bestiality, apparently. That's a thing now. Apparently they're saying that's a gateway. What? The constitutional status of marriage will remain unchanged. Ha! Go figure. A marriage between two people of the same sex will have the same status under the Constitution as a marriage between a man and a woman. Yes! Equality! There we go. Married couple of the opposite sex or the same sex will be recognized as the family and be entitled to the constitutional protection for families. Now, if Mothers and Fathers Matter really cared, they would be behind all of this. If they're really caring about the family, they would want this, but they don't. They're just homophobes and they're trying to mask that. And that is it. This document gives you all the information that you need, okay? This is your informed decision. This tells you the information. When Mothers and Fathers Matter tell you that you should rethink or think hard or make up your own mind, read this document. This is completely neutral and will tell you exactly what will happen when you vote. The Yes Equality campaign handed me this lovely little card with a few simple reasons why you should vote yes on it. It's concise and it's easy to understand and it's actually nice. Not to mention it was actually handed to me in person by someone who knocked on my door who wanted to actually talk to me about the referendum. Unlike the Yes Equality campaign, these guys aren't actually asking people what they're voting and why they're voting that way. Yes Equality wants to gain understanding and actually wants to know what your viewpoint is and they want to explain their viewpoint to you. Whereas these guys are just going to put the documents in your mail and run for it. Now onto the Mothers and Fathers webpage we have here. I mean, they have all these happy people with balloons and look at that, pink and blue gender norms. How amazing is that? And their YouTube channel have their make up your own mind video. So let's have a look at that. Okay.
It's really important to get out and vote.
Absolutely.
But here's the thing. I want to make up my own mind on this issue.
Absolutely.
To this referendum.
No, there's not. There's not a lot up to this round. Let's see what they say is parenting. Nothing to do with it. Marriage, that's what's got to do with it. Surrogacy, nothing to do with it. Children, nothing to do with it. Adoption, nothing to do with it. Freedom, that's what's to do with it. Religion, nothing to fucking do with it. Rights, yes. Conscience, kind of. Equality, yes. Family law, nothing to do with it. Okay, half the shit you're saying is involved in this is nothing to do with it.
Anyone who wants to debate the issues gets shouted down. That's just not acceptable.
I have not seen anyone get shouted down for talking about this. I've been in debates, I've seen debates, I've talked to some great no campaigners, I've heard their points of view, they're respectful people, and it was great to have a talk with them. Then again, once I get some of those motherfuckers in private where they know their stuff isn't being recorded or can't be shared, they're quite horrible. So really, I haven't seen anyone get shouted down, and to say that is actually kind of, that's backhanded. That's saying that if you want to express your view as a no person, it's that we're going to attack you for it. We're not going to attack you for it. But we are going to want to understand why, and we are going to challenge your views, because you challenge ours every day.
Like children,
It won't affect children, hun.
especially around same-sex adoption. I don't like the idea of babies made to order
Well, that's a ridiculous idea, and it's not going to happen.
for children being deliberately deprived of a mum or a dad.
No one's going to be deprived of anything. What's happening right now is that people are being deprived of marriage. Do you understand that issue? That's what we're trying to talk about here. Why is kids got to... Jesus. By the way, I recognize this voice. This woman was on the Late Late Show like the other night, and she was talking about how boys and girls and mothers and fathers are different and they bring different things to the table. Who's going to put the child to bed at night? Who's going to make lunches for the kids? A mother. Who's not going to do that? A father. And it was just like, holy shit, you're the same person. I totally recognize your voice. Oh my god, you are a weird person with terrible views. I'm sorry. Read this document. This document's important. This will give you all the information you need. And it doesn't tell you to vote yes or no, it just tells you to vote. You should really go out and vote. It's important. And if you aren't registered to vote by now, you may as well be considered a no voter. Because you're not voting. It's okay to campaign for this, that's great. But the real thing that we need to do is vote. And that's very important. Guys, I'm Lily. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video on why the no campaign is wrong. And share it out to people. Let them know that they're being misinformed by the no campaign. Show this to your mom, your dad, your friend, your brother, your sister, your neighbor, whoever. You know, just show it to people. And until next time, awesome LGBT community. All the love. Hey YouTubers, if you want more information on the marriage referendum, do check out yesequality.ie. Also remember to check the register and make sure you are registered to vote and where you can go to sign your referendum sheet. You guys are totally welcome to check out my other pages on my other social networking sites, and of course check out more videos in the box right here. All the love.